Pluto here with I Will Dominate from Team Dignitas, the jungler over there. They're coming off of a stellar defeat at the hands of a Zubu Blaze, but you guys, doesn't mean you guys didn't play well. You guys have been playing exceptionally well here at MLG Dallas. The first round you guys went against CLG EU. You guys actually took them out. You knocked them down in the losers bracket 2-1. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that match went and how you pulled out Jungle Hecarim for all 3 games?
So CLG EU was a team that we played at Worlds, and we had a little bit of history there. Everyone knows about the dire situation. That's water on the bridge now, but it did motivate us to come out here and give a good performance. We definitely didn't want to get crushed by them because it would have made it look, bad for us. The matches were kind of how we expected. Froggen's really like the backbone of that team. Like, he was a beast. Like, a lot of times the calls are just like, kill Froggen and we win. That was like what we were saying to each other, like in almost every team fight. The matches were really close, and my team allowed me to play Hecarim, which I actually think is a really strong jungler now with like nerfs to Rengar, Skarner. Everyone's getting hit, so I really like Hecarim. I think his W's OP. Like, there's no cap on it around champions, so you can gain like thousands of health in team fight. And yeah, I just feel like people have kind of been afraid to pull him out at LAN so far because no one wants to be the first one to play here and then suck. So, yeah, we decided that we don't have much to lose here. We're in Season 3, so we're just trying to like see what works, get some experience under our belt, and try new things. And Hecarim really worked for us, so yeah.
So that means, I guess, already being in Season 3, there's not a whole lot of pressure or anything. Like you said, you guys are able to try new things. You guys are able to kind of think outside the box in that respect. So is there anything that you guys, aside maybe from Jungle Hecarim, that you guys planned or practiced to pull out here at MLG Dallas or at any future tournaments?
I'm not going to really speak on future tournaments because I don't want to give away everything. But yeah, we worked on some things in scrims. We primarily scrimmed CLGNA. And we did some things like Katarina top, which we did in the second game of Blaze. We did some Rengar. And we played him, obviously, on the patch that's live right now, so he's, like, nerfed on that. So here we think he's, like, OP. So we got him in both games versus Blaze. And it worked out for us, but we just weren't able to close. And that just comes with experience.
Now, going against Blaze, you guys were knocked down to the losers bracket by them earlier this morning. You guys were in Korea for a little bit. You went there for the OGN Summer Championship. But you guys didn't play against Blaze. You played against Frost instead. Yep. Do you think like that gave you any kind of hope or experience to maybe knock out Blaze, who's been looking exceptionally strong this entire tournament? Or are they 2 completely different teams just under the same roster? Or not roster, the same sponsor, whatever, branding.
Yeah, we got it. I don't know. I think definitely playing Koreans in general helped. Like, we scrimmed against a lot of the Korean teams, not Frost or Blaze when we were over there. Even though we played them in OGM, we refused to scrim them because we didn't want to give like any tactics away or stuff like that. But playing against that Korean aggressive tower push style really helps you because it gives you like something to like fall back on. Like, when you see them pushing towers, you're already in the mindset like, yeah, we need to respond. We need to either push a tower or get dragon or get a kill. Like, we need to do something because you can't just let them steamroll you. That's what they want to do. They want to take all the turrets and just press you for everything you're worth. And I feel like that's actually the best way to beat Korean teams is you go off their aggression. They're aggressive enough that they will overextend for you, and a lot of the ways we were able to get back into those Blaze games were when they overextended and dove a little bit too far. So, yeah.
Interesting. I like that a lot. So going forward, you guys will play against CLGNA here in the losers bracket. If you lose, you're out of the tournament. If you win, you move on. You mentioned earlier that you guys actually scrim a lot together, you and CLGNA. So do you guys have a decent track record against them, or are you guys on the losing end of that stick? Or do you think a competition, a LAN environment is completely different from those scrims?
I definitely think LAN environment is different than scrims. Like, obviously there's a lot more pressure in a LAN environment and it makes people play worse. Historically, we've played well against CLG on LAN. Like, we had wins at IPL 4, at Anaheim, at regionals against them. But these last scrims for the last 2 weeks, we have literally lost every single game to them. Like, I'm talking like 0-11. It's been bad out there. So like, going into this tournament, our confidence is a little bit low, but I think we're going to be able to pull it out. Our confidence is up from the CLG EU and Blaze games. We feel like we're playing well. So yeah, I think that the games will go a lot differently on LAN.
Now, what is your opinion as an ex-teammate of yours on the whole Void Boy situation? He was top lane for Dignitas for a while, switched over to CLG, and now apparently he's finding his roost over at the Cursed Mansion. Do you think CLG is better off because of Void Boy's departure and moving Hotshot back into the top, bringing on Loco and putting Chaucer in the jungle? And have you guys scrimmed against that particular that particular roster of CLGNA, or is this going to be a completely new matchup for you?
Oh, yeah, we've actually scrimmed a lot against CLGNA since the roster change. All the scrims that we've gotten 0-11 in were like the first games that Loco played with them. So that was pretty demoralizing. It was like, oh, these guys have never played like together and we're just like getting crushed. Like that didn't feel good. But I definitely think that the Voy Boy thing, like Voy Boy is one of my good friends. Obviously, I was on the team with him. I've hung out with him a lot. I just think that he didn't fit with CLGU. They're more of like a passive farmy type team, and Voy Boy is all about aggressive plays. He needed a more aggressive jungler, I feel like, to succeed, because he wants to be in their turret, like tower diving, making aggressive plays. He doesn't want to just passively farm and be up like 20 CS. So I think that it was a good move for CLG, but I also think Voy Boy is a phenomenal player, and I think that he's going to help Curse a lot.
Hopefully, well, I can only hope. I know. Hopefully, our team will do well, because as you can see, we didn't do so well in Dallas, but that's water under the bridge, I suppose. Awesome. We won one game against TSM. We're the best team ever. Not quite. But yeah, I'd like to give you a chance to do any shout-outs for your sponsors, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, so we can close out this interview.
All right. So definitely a shout-out to our sponsor, Team Dignitas, and our main 3 sponsors are Alienware, Intel, and Antec. Shout out to our manager, Odie. He's like the best. Shout out to Riot Games, because they keep on putting on these great events, and it's a lot of fun to compete. And my Twitter is @DigDominate. You can follow me there. And yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Now, you said you guys went like 0-11 since Loco Doco joined CLGNA. Hopefully you guys can fight back from that. It sounds like the secret OP is just to have one Korean on your team, and all of a sudden you're just the best. Maybe that's going to be the new strategy for Season 3. We'll see. Be sure to follow me on Twitter @CRSPluto and YouTube.com/CRSPluto, and keep your eyes peeled on the YouTube.com/Reign of Gaming for more interviews. Thank you so much, Dominate. Appreciate it. Best of luck against CLGNA.